Yep, we're back down on the mat. So, ever been to a yoga class and there's somebody in there making that really noisy breath? A bit like they smoked a packet of cigarettes before they've come in, or Darth Vader sounding from their throat. This is known as Ujjayi breath. It's often used in vigorous types of yoga like Vinyasa and Ashtanga yoga to help control the breath and to help us deliver more oxygen into the bloodstream. It's a tightening at the back of the throat, and Ujjayi means victorious breath. When we start to learn this, it can sometimes overcomplicate our practice. So, as before, it's best to practice this in a seated position till it becomes second nature to you. Often in a flowing class, the downward dog or child's pose are a great place to reboot this if you're starting to add it into your practice. However, may I add, if adding this into your practice is starting to make you get frustrated, kick it to the side. It will turn up when it's ready. Like anything in yoga, if it's forced, it will eventually fail. However, let's get started. So again, to your comfortable seated position. Find your hands comfortable. If you'd like to put in a traditional mudra, you're more than welcome to do so. But for now, place the palms down. Lift the chest slightly, crown of the head high. I want you to imagine that your hand is a mirror and you want to mist the mirror up to give it a bit of a clean. So inhale through the nose and onto the mirror so you can feel your breath. Repeat. Inhale through the nose, out the mouth, mist it up. Inhale. Now we're going to do that without using the hands. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. This time do the same, but keep the lips closed. Inhale through the nose. Exhale with a noisy sound. Inhale, nose. Exhale, noisy breath. Okay, now maybe that hasn't clicked in for you. Another way to think about doing this is a tightening at the back of the throat known as the epiglottis. Some people I know call this the pissed off breath. So you know that kind of huff you make when you feel a bit disappointed with somebody else's action or inaction, like leaving a cupboard door open or washing up in the sink. The feeling. It's exactly the same, but we keep the lips closed. So try it with that if the previous steaming up the mirror method hasn't worked for you. The next part of it is we normally focus this noisy breath on the exhalation. So I'll exaggerate it, maybe join in with me. It should sound something like this. Along with it and see how you get on. It's said that once you're proficient at doing that on the exhalation during a full yoga practice, that you can start to instigate it on the inhale as well, which sounds a little bit like this. However, if you have been to a few yoga classes and there's always that one person who's doing that Ujjayi breath so loud it's disrupting your progress, then you can have in mind this thought. When someone gets very proficient at doing this semi-restricted breath, you can hardly hear them doing it. It's a whispering sound. It's the sound of the ocean. It becomes subtle and comfortable to be next to somebody on a yoga mat who's doing a beautifully soft Ujjayi breath. So just be aware, don't be that person making the big huffy inhale and huffy outhales when you're doing it. Find it subtle, or just do it on the exhalation. The last thing to add about this is, what's the purpose of doing it? It will give you longevity, strength and that yogic power, particularly in some of the poses that are uncomfortable to do or to maintain in. If you slide into a warrior 1 or a warrior 2 with legs that are tired, if you go into a balanced pose and you find you're holding your breath, you focus on the sound of your breath to help you ride it through the practice. And that's how you'll find your yoga practice progresses quite quickly once you can integrate the two together. But again, don't rush it. There's always another time for the yoga mat, and there's always time for another yoga class. And there's always time to do this again. I'll be waiting here for you anyway. So, as always, peace, love, and smooth, quiet breath. Mwah.